Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be unboxing the GoPro Hero 7 Silver. Now first of all, let me apologize if you can hear a little bit of rain in the background. It is pouring heavily down here and unfortunately I have no other days to film this video. But don't worry, this camera is waterproof. The Hero 7 Silver is one of 3 GoPros available in the 7 series. So what we're going to be doing is unboxing the contents in here, playing around with a couple of settings on camera, but we're not actually going to do a full-on review and test footage, as I've got a couple of jobs coming up that I want to use it on and I'll be doing a review then. So make sure you are subscribed and you got notifications turned on so you don't miss that video. So let's dive straight into it. So what you can see here from the front is that it is a 10 megapixel camera, it is 4K 30 frames a second max resolution, and it is waterproof up to 10 meters. If we have a look on the side here, we have some more specs. We also see that it is 1080 at 60 frames per second. It's waterproof up to 10 meters again. Voice activation, touch screen, 2x slow motion. You've got GPS on there and also wide dynamic range. If we have a look on the back, we've got a little promo for the app. And you can get that through your App Store and Google Play. And then just on the side here, it shows you some of the contents of the box and also a label saying that it is made for iPhone and iPad specifically. So let's unbox it. On the bottom here, we have this little blue tab. If I just pull that, let me just pull it open here. Now, I think you just pull it through. Yep, so you just wiggle it out, pull it through, and there it is, it comes out. Okay, so we've got the GoPro here. It's just mounted to the top of this plastic thing that stays there. And it just shows you on the front how to actually take it off. So if we just turn it around, we just lift up this little lever here and then you just push those 2 little pins in and you should be able just to slide it off like so, and that just stays on there, and there's your actual camera, and it comes in this little kind of plasticky case. I'm just going to leave that there, we'll come back to that. So actually the contents inside the box, if we just open this up, and in here we have basically like a quick start guide, I guess, how you can actually use the different mounts on your helmet, how to take it in and out of the case, how to open up the side sleeve. You've got inside it these little GoPro stickers that come with it, and after that you've got important product and safety instructions. Nobody ever reads that, so we'll just put that to the side. And in here we have a clip, which you can see is a little bit bowed. That's for your helmets or for something that's got a curved surface. And in here we have the cable. It's your typical charging cable. You can see there it's a USB-C. And also in here we've got another mount, and then this one is just a flat surface mount. So everything that you see here is what comes inside the box. What we're going to do now is take the GoPro out of its little case and we're going to turn it on and play around with a couple of the settings. So here we just turn around, you just unclip the top like that, pull that down, and so now you should be able to get the GoPro out like that. Okay, so now this is the GoPro here. Okay, so with the GoPro you get this kind of sticker image on top. So you've just got to find a way to pull that off, and that just comes straight off and we can get rid of that. You've just got the front here. There is no front little kind of screen that the other ones have, such as the 7 Black and older versions, so that's gone there. We do have the record button up here. On the bottom here you actually have no battery door. That's because the battery is inbuilt on this one and you can't actually change it out, so it's something to be aware of. You've got the mode button on the side, and on this side here you've got the little door that covers up the charging port for the USB-C, and for you to put your little micro USB in there. So what we're going to do now is just hit the mode button and turn it on. Okay, so when we first turn it on, we have the option to select different languages. I'm going to stick with English. And then we've got some more legal stuff, so I'm just going to go agree. Capture the location of where your videos and photos are taken. I can put that on. And now it's saying to install the GoPro app and leave a camera on and follow the app instructions. Okay, I'm just going to launch the GoPro app. So just launching the GoPro app now. What I'll do is I'll go into camera here, add a camera, and what it's doing is searching for the GoPro, and it's found it, and I want to connect to camera. So I'll basically speed through all this because you can just follow the prompts and actually do it all yourself. Now you can see on your phone it says no SD card. That's actually quite cool. And you can actually see the phone showing me exactly what the GoPro is seeing, which is really cool. It's really handy if you want to put this in a tight spot. What we'll do is we'll come back to the phone. I'll show you that a little bit later, but first of all, I just want to solely look at the GoPro, and then we'll look at the different options you can do with the connection here with your phone. Okay, so we have different options here. We can enable 4K. You can record in 15-second clips. This is great for social media apps such as TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, all that kind of stuff, where you have actual limits. You can turn that off. Then you have slow motion, so this will record deliberately in slow motion if you want to capture stuff right there instead of having to take it to your computer and edit it later. And then we have this zoom button, so it's touch zoom. This touch zoom you can use to zoom in and out, which is kind of cool. So now if I swipe up from the bottom, we have no media because we haven't recorded anything yet, but this is where you'll find all your clips. You can actually preview them there. Drag that down. Now drag from the top. This gives you a bunch of different options. So there it shows you the time, the date. It also shows you the voice command, so you can turn that on, and then you can actually activate it through voice. Now here we can control the beeps and quick capture. Power up and start recording just by pressing the shutter button. And here we have the lock screen, so we can actually lock it so that make sure we don't bump it or change anything here. And then we can click on preferences. Now this will open up a bunch more of different things that we can scroll through the menu. So if we go to connections, then we can wirelessly connect to our network. We can connect to the app. We can get some camera info, reset connections, all that stuff there. We can go back here, drag over from the left. You'll see I'm already at the time lapse setting, and then if I slide over, I go to video and I can go to audio. And you get nice distinctive beeps to know which mode you're in. It also shows you up the top there. I think that's pretty much it as far as the interface goes here. There might be more with the app that we'll just look at now. So now what we're looking at here is the actual app. So what we've got is the actual time-lapse mode, the video mode and the audio mode, same thing that you saw on the actual GoPro. We've got the zoom here, which you can use, which is pretty cool. And then we can actually, with the photo modes, we can change it to burst. So in that way we can take a heap of photos, but again, that won't work because we haven't got an actual SD card in there at the moment. Now, if we go here, we've got a range of options. You can actually see the difference. So we've got 10 megapixel wide. We can enable wide dynamic range. We have voice control, so we can enable that. And then it gives you a whole bunch of different options through here. So if you get the app, you can play with it. There's actually quite a bit to play with. You can change the video format from NTSC to PAL. It's relevant to the country that you're in. Screensavers, you can do 1 minute, you can do 15 minutes auto off. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here that you can actually change and play around with. Locate camera. Okay, locate camera, that's pretty cool. If you actually lose where your camera is, it'll keep beeping like that until you find it. That's awesome. Yeah, so looking through the camera, a lot of it's, and the options, a lot of it's the same. Really, you're pretty much just changing the resolution, and with your photos, you've got the camera burst and whatnot. So back in the app, we have view storage, and then what we can do is actually use quick storage to create a video. Here we can actually have a look at our media and we can back it up to a cloud, which is pretty cool. And then we've got the settings, so we can go through more of our GoPro settings, more personal stuff, create an account, sign in, all that kind of stuff. So looking at the Hero 7 Silver, it looks pretty cool, and I mean, there's not too much more to it. I'm gonna have to do a review, see what I can do. So that's pretty much it for the unboxing of the GoPro Hero 7 Silver. Thank you so much for watching and bearing through the terrible audio. I will be doing a review video of it later down the track when I actually get to use it out in the field. But I really do hope this has helped you in some way kind of make up your mind and understand what's actually involved in the box and what you get when you buy the GoPro Hero 7 Silver. But until then, thank you very much and see you on the other side.